Hey everyone, welcome to my chaotic mess. If you're new here, my name is Melissa.
Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way.
Today we're cleaning the kitchen. This video, oh my God, just look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought really hard about this. I had to put this ladder up so I don't kill myself on it. But I literally sat here and debated if I was going to just clean the kitchen off camera and then get back into our normal reorganizing, decluttering of the kitchen. But, I decided against it, and this is why. One, I do need content. Like, I'm to the point of content where I have nothing backed up. So if I get sick, we're just missing content. We're just missing a day of uploading. And if I get really sick, you may be missing a whole week or 2 weeks, or you know what I'm saying? So this is actually just part of trying to get a restock of content, I guess you could say. But, at the same time, I want to be true and authentic to you guys, and I need to do dishes. like, it's not so bad. Like, it's really not so bad. This sink is basically things that didn't get put in the dishwasher the last time I loaded it, and then the other stuff is yesterday's dinner. So it's really not that bad. It's just I need to prioritize putting the kitchen to sleep. It's just really hard to do that when I'm in the middle of a reorganization declutter, because I have stuff everywhere. So it's really hard to put it completely to sleep, because I just got stuff everywhere that I'm not ready to put where it's gonna go, if that makes any sense. But I do want to get the dishes at least in the dishwasher. It's probably not gonna fill it, but I'm still debating on what to cook for dinner tonight as well. It's honestly probably gonna be fried rice, because I laid out chicken and I don't feel like really doing much. I want something quick and easy, and fried rice is so quick and so easy. So it's probably gonna be fried rice. Christ already. Anyway, other things, my washer claims it's got 10 minutes left on it. I'm doing blankets and stuff today, tomorrow. Hopefully that's it. Probably another day, but I'll have to take a break to do actual laundry as well. But because I wash my sheets and blankets on Allergen, it takes like 4 or 5 hours to wash them because it goes through like this heat cycle like thing where it's killing all the allergens, I guess. I don't know what it's doing, to be honest with you. But is it a necessary thing? Probably not. But in my head, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm allergic. So let's do it. Let's just do the Allergen. And I don't know. I really don't know if it helps or not. So, I've already switched to dye-free, fragrance-free detergent. I switched from dye-free light fragrance scent beads. My fabric softener is dye-free, scent-free. And then on blankets, I use those three, but then on blankets, I also add the Downy Rinse and Refresh. And depending on how, like, how dirty things are or whatever, I will usually add in the OxiClean as well. So I forgot to add the OxiClean in that last load. So we'll see how they smell, because those were ones that were under the bed in the office, and just, I don't know how long they were there. I don't even want to tell you what was on it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to put the slider completely up because we still are going to need it when we do the declutter of the cabinets. But that being said, I can put it up over here. Anyway, he hardly ever is the one that follows me, but today I guess he's my shadow. Normally it's Stitch. Stitch is normally my shadow, but he's on the couch. And he's been laying on the couch. He's fine now, but I think he's just, I don't know if it's his age or maybe he just doesn't care about me as much anymore. But this one's been more of a shadow to me than Stitch has. So maybe they just decided, oh, I said his name, he's on his way in here. He's got to do big stretch first, and then he's gonna come in here. They can't see you. Come over here. Come here. Come over here. There we go. Yeah, you tell him. Tell him, say, it's my time to shine. We've been letting him swim. Well, twice now he's got to swim. And his back nails are actually looking pretty good. So are his front nails. I think he'll need to swim at least one more time this week to get him good and short. So anyway. Ooh. I need to do the dishes. But you see how I'm just sitting here postponing doing the dishes. I also need to edit. So I'm debating. Maybe I'll go edit. I'll get rice. No, because the rice will burn by the time it's time to cook dinner. So I'll go edit. I'm not going to show you that part because I'm not done with my new office yet. So I don't want to give you a sneak peeky. You might get a sneak peek anyway. I don't know, but not in this video. But then when I come to start cooking dinner, we'll get the rice going and the chicken boiling, because I always boil my chicken. Actually, no, fried rice for frying the chicken. So I'll get the chicken cut in. I'm used to shredding chicken, not for fried rice. I don't shred chicken. That's weird. I mean, it'd probably be fine, but like I like it in chunks. So, oh man, I had chicken specifically for fried rice. Damn it, now I don't think I can do fried rice. Because my husband will be like, we had fried rice chicken, and I'll be like, well, I wasn't planning on fried rice. I just want something simple. Is that too much to ask for? Just something simple. I'm sitting here looking at the pantry and like, none of that sounds good. Like nothing. I went and I got Arby's for lunch because I didn't want a bologna sandwich. That's the only meat I have left is bologna. I mean, I have ham, but I need to go buy bread. When I go to the Dollar Tree, I was going to go to the Dollar Tree today. that didn't happen. I woke up with a headache. I know, excuse. I still have a slight headache, which is why I went and got lunch. And I went and got Arby's because I figured, you know, usually Arby's doesn't upset my stomach, which it hasn't upset my stomach yet. But like, it wasn't really what I wanted either, but it was food. And I was hoping it would make the headache officially go away, but it did not. It did not. So I don't know. I guess we're probably just gonna have fried rice anyway. What time is it? 2 o'clock. I need to start cooking by 4:30. So that gives me a couple hours to edit. I know I'm sitting here like talking to you guys like you really care about like the thought process going through my brain. Anyway, I still need to make the darned ice cream. I have to do that tomorrow. I cannot put that off any longer. The bananas are like, the one bananas switched overnight. Like, I was so disappointed because I literally got one banana and the very next day they were all brown or had brown spots. And I like my bananas like when they're between green and yellow. I'm weird, but that's when I like them, where they're not so sweet. I like them slightly sweet. I like a slightly sweet banana. Anyway, I still need to make the ice cream. The strawberries are on the point where they need to definitely be used, so I might cut up the strawberries tonight with the sugar so that they can kind of soften throughout the night, and that way they'll be easier to mash up tomorrow. When I add the banana to part of it, I'm gonna have to split it, put banana, or put half to be just strawberry ice cream. Anyway, you don't care about all that. Okay, I'm gonna go edit, and then we'll do this. I could have just did that without telling you that, but guys, I'm trying to be my authentic self. And this is my authentic self. I will start doing something and I will literally talk myself out of it. Oh my God. I'm gonna go check the laundry before I go edit though. I will see you guys when I come back to actually do the dishes. Real quick, because I need to chop this up. Remember how I told you that I had a bag of chicken labeled fried rice chicken? Well, I thought that was like in the back of I put it in the back of the chicken, but apparently not, because look what I grabbed. So it's probably a good thing I was gonna make fried rice after all, because this, if I would have started to pull all of this out, I would have been really disappointed if I was making something else. So okay, now I need to go chop it and add it to my onions. All right, the chicken and onions are cooking, the rice is cooking. Let's get this unloaded while that's doing what it's doing. And let me stir this real quick. Where's my little flappers? All right, let's do this.
Was on 9-9 all the time. Shattered soul, you took control, but now I'm gone. Bye bye, bring the fire. You took something beautiful and made it something cruel. That's all that I get from you. You're so delusional. Now watch me take control. I've been running from myself. play the blues. Bottom line, you're out of time. Now you're gonna learn what it's like to lose. You took something beautiful and made it something cruel. It's all that I get from you. You're so delusional. Now watch me take control. I've been running from myself like I'm somebody else. Kinda left me alone. All the love is gone. Now I'm coming around. Got a stake in the ground. Gonna stick it to you. I'm gonna let you go. Let you go. Let you go. Let you go. I'm gonna stick it to you. Let you go. Let you go. Let you go. I'm gonna stick it to you. Once we had it all. How could you let?
I forgot to put the silverware in. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll just hand wash it when I move all that crap over there to hand wash the dishes. But I'm gonna stop recording for now because I need to take the sweater off. The sweater's been on because I did not want to put a bra on today. Just full transparency. So I just wore the baggy sweater instead. But I need to get my vegetables in with the chicken now. I also need to fry up some eggs. So taking the sweater off though. Okay, before I turn the car on and lose the ability to talk to you guys, it is early. I don't even know what time it is, to be honest with you. I woke up at 7:30. It's probably around 8:30 now. Anyway, I have a car. I've already started some laundry. I have a lot of out of the house things to do today. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is go reward myself with some Starbucks because I haven't had it in a long time. And then also I've just been really good. My numbers have been really good, so I feel like I deserve a treat, you know? Some of y'all may disagree. I don't really, yeah, I care, but you know I don't care. If that makes sense. Anyway, gosh, we started off on a very petty morning, didn't we? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not petty. A majority of you, just really none of my subscribers, because I've checked, and the people that are always petty with me aren't even subscribed, so we don't care what they say, right? I do. I care what all of y'all say. I read and I respond to what all of y'all say. I'm just gonna let you guys know that I do respond. It may not be right away, but I do eventually respond to you guys. So if you ever want to leave a comment, leave a comment. Because I will respond to you. Sorry. I have like this thing, you could call it I don't want to call it ADD because I've never been diagnosed with that, but like I get distracted very easily, especially when I'm out of the house and see other things. But anyway, so I think I'm going to reward myself with some Starbucks, and then we need to go Dollar Tree, Lowe's, Sprouts. Probably in that order, because I need to get a few things at the Dollar Tree. I need to get one thing at Lowe's, but I might look at the plants. I'm not ready for plants yet. We still need to order the dirt. So maybe I won't waste my time looking at the plants. And then I need to go to Sprouts to get bread. Mainly because I don't want to go to Walmart. And it's the same price. It's the same price they sell it for at Walmart. So why would I go to Walmart for bread when I can go to a smaller store that sells it for the same exact price? I'm just saying. I did look because you guys know. Now you're gonna see me probably, hopefully next week. Hopefully. This kitchen declutter's taken way longer. I did not hardly do anything this week at all. And honestly, I think I needed it. I think I was just getting a little, not overwhelmed. Well, yeah, a little overwhelmed because the way I was originally going to do things, I've already changed up. So, like, we're just going step by step at this point, and trying to get things the way I might want them. I told my husband also agrees with me on this, because I always tell him, once I get the kitchen to exactly how I would want it to just permanently stay, we're gonna move and I'll get to start all over in a new kitchen. Because, like, at my old house, I didn't have this many cabinets to work with, but we had a walk-in pantry. So, like, all my small appliances went in there, plus the food went in there. But at this house, I have more cabinet space, and the pantry that came with the house I can't use because it's like an oven, and it's not even good for my food to be in it. So I don't get to use it for, I use it for like storing other things, but like it's not used for what it's supposed to be used for, which is why we bought the other shelf thing that you see me use as a pantry. And it's not because I don't have a pantry in the house, it's because my pantry is literally an oven during the summer. Like, I've gotten to, like, I used to keep everything in there, including like all my baking supplies. Everything used to be kept in the pantry, and it would melt my sugar, whether it's brown sugar or white sugar. It would melt it and it'd be a big clump, so that's a waste of money for me right there. Chocolate, anything chocolate chips, anything like that, you might as well say goodbye to your money. So after figuring out that it was the pantry, I stopped keeping food in there, and I started moving everything around then, and we got those cabinet things. But so this kitchen has a little bit more ways to organize, and I'm just trying to find the perfect thing, because even my last kitchen wasn't perfect per se, but there was really no other way you could arrange it, if that makes any sense, because it was literally like 2 big cabinets here, the oven with the thing on top, and then the 2 big cabinets there, and then you had 2 big cabinets on the bottom with 2 drawers. I'm trying to remember it right. I'd have to go back and watch. I showed you guys the video of our old house, but the kitchen wasn't very big, is basically what I'm trying to get at. And I actually hated it a lot more than this kitchen, just because there was only so much I could do, and I hated that. I like to have options. Like, there was really no place for artwork like I have in this kitchen. I mean, I know you don't need artwork and stuff, but I like to have personalities in each room, if that makes any sense. Although my personalities are spreading through the whole house slowly, but I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, I don't forget what I was gonna say. Anyway, I am gonna go to Starbucks because I want a Frappuccino. Usually I don't get any food there this time of day because I'm not really hungry, but I know I was hungry, which is what woke me up. But since being awake and doing things, I'm not hungry. So I think Frappuccino would be fine because it'd be like drinking a smoothie, which is kind of what I used to do back when before I got diagnosed with gastroparesis. If I felt like yucky or just never hungry, I would drink a smoothie. And yeah, those are like heavy, but it's liquid. And for some reason, I think I already told you guys about this, but for some reason, liquids always passed through, whereas solids kind of just stayed in the stomach. And so I got to the point where I was drinking a lot of liquid substance, basically, like smoothies, frappuccino, not necessarily the things that are the best for you, but really the only thing that I could have that wasn't going to make me sick. And I'm starting to think it's about to be that way again, because nothing, not even water sounds good anymore. Nothing sounds good. Like yesterday, it didn't matter what I ate, my stomach got upset. So I'm trying to think, did I even make anything for lunch? No, because I wasn't hungry, but I didn't have like a smoothie or anything in the house, and I didn't want to leave the house. So I literally just ate maybe a handful of potato chips with the rest of my dip. It didn't sound good. That didn't upset my stomach, but dinner did, which was popcorn chicken, or chicken bites, whatever we're calling them, and then French fries. I didn't even eat all of them, but I wasn't even hungry at dinner time. So that's the other problem, is I ate even though I wasn't hungry. So I need to get something again, like back in the day. But back in the day, we had, I worked too. So we had a lot more income back then because I worked full time. And so anyway, we lived next to a Starbucks, right next to a Starbucks, and right next to a Smoothie King. So it wasn't as big of an issue, because that's when we lived in Ocoee before we moved to Haines City. And I honestly sometimes wish we never moved, because I really did love my job as working at the clinic. But once we moved to Haines City, that drive became so stressful. If you've never driven on I-4 before, I literally would drive it up to the toll road, and I paid for the tolls every day because I couldn't do it. I bypassed the tolls so many times and took the longer route, and it stressed me out so bad. It like literally stressed me out so bad. And then one day I said, I'm not going to even take the interstate. So I took the back roads all the way, which was longer and just as stressful as I-4. So it got to the point where, like, that on top of still dealing with the loss of my mom, it just got to be where I just didn't want to be here. If that's the nicest way I can say it. Like, I was feeling so overwhelmed, plus dealing with grief, that it's just, I got to a point where, like, I seriously did not want to be here anymore. So I told you guys, I try to be real and authentic with you guys. But anyway, the whole point of that is that I think a Frappuccino is what I need. I wish we had a Smoothie King nearby, but we don't. We don't have anything good nearby. I live in a retirement community. Like, we have young people in this town, don't get me wrong, but this is one of the towns people come to Florida to either retire or snowbird in. So there are a lot of older people here, and not a lot of, like, what I would call younger crowd restaurants or things like that. So, like, convenience places like Smoothie King. We don't have a Texas Roadhouse, which is a real bummer. Like, nowhere near us. I think the closest one is Tampa. I'd have to look again, but I think the closest one is Tampa. So, anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to drive to get my Frappuccino. Alright, quick little grocery haul. I did not go to the Dollar Tree. I went by the Dollar Tree. That place was packed. I forgot tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So, anyway. So I did go to Sprouts. I literally went to Sprouts for bread. I got the bread. I also got 2 Honeycrisp apples. I got some sour cream because I'm going to make, I have 1 more packet of ranch dip mix. So I'm going to make my own ranch. And why not buy one of the most expensive sour creams I've ever bought? I know this is good, clean sour cream. I don't know if it's good, but I know it's clean sour cream because this is what Becky uses, and she usually buys really clean products. So I've never seen it before at like a normal grocery store, but Sprouts had it. And when I say most expensive, it's like $1 more than Daisy is. So I mean, it's not gonna break the bank, but anyway. And then I never look at the meats. I went over to the meats once before, and that was to get sausage. So today I decided to peruse and just see what they had, right? They have a Angus beef chuck roast, and it was on clearance for $18, which I don't know if that's good or not. Normal price was $27.95, and it was originally $9.49 a pound, and this brought it down to $5.19 a pound. We normally buy our meat at like Sam's Club, so you know, even this is probably too big for us. Yeah, it's almost 3 pounds, so this is definitely like a couple meals. I'll cook it all at once because as you can see with the marbling, it'd be almost impossible to cut it perfect to where it was even marbling. So I will, when I cook this, cook it all at once. I've been really wanting a beef roast. I know, so weird to say that, but I've been really wanting a beef roast, and so now I have it. I should have bought some potatoes. Also, remember when I was making probably not, did I mention that? The tortellini soup sort of situation? Well, because I told you the only place that I could find Japanese sweet potatoes was at Trader Joe's. Sprouts sells Japanese sweet potatoes. I've never noticed them before, and I go to Sprouts all the time. And today I happened to peruse by and was just checking things out, and they have Japanese sweet potatoes. So I don't know if they have them all the time or if it's like a seasonal thing. I don't know. So that being said, now I can make the Italian sausage soup, except I wouldn't use Italian sausage. I just use the same sausage I used last time. I don't like Italian sausage really. I'll use it every now and then, but it really does upset my belly, so I don't like to use it. But, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Oh, but Sprouts has really good, all natural sausage. So, like, all the stuff that you're not supposed to have is not in that sausage. So, which is great, right? Because, you know, we're all trying to be healthier. But I'm gonna tell you what, guys, if money was no object for me, I would only shop at Sprouts for almost everything, because they have such good, clean products. They're a good store to shop at. But I do have a question. Has anyone ever shopped at a store called Earth Origin? We have one right next to Sprouts. I've never been into it, but I just wonder how good it is. Like, because it's supposedly another all natural type store. I could just go in it, but like, I'm seriously afraid of the prices because there's hardly anyone ever, I never see hardly anyone in it, but like, I don't know. I've never been to an Earth Origins, so you're gonna have to let me know if you have an Earth Origins. Have you been there, and is it affordable? I mean, some people would say Sprouts isn't affordable, but I don't think it's that bad for what you're buying. Anyway, I am gonna go sit down and relax for just a little while because I just got back home, and oh, I also went to Lowe's and bought 30-second cleaner. So, because we're supposed to be cleaning the outdoor area this week, tomorrow, I guess. So, yeah. I should probably check the laundry before I sit down. Let's go do that. You know, honestly, sometimes I use you guys to keep me accountable. Because if I'm talking to you guys, I'm more likely to do the things I need to do. Whereas if I'm just left to my own devices, these were the ones that were under the guest bed. And they smell fine now. So, I won't tell you what was on it. It wasn't poop or anything. It was bodily fluid, but it was not poop. And I will just tell you, it wasn't pee either. So that leaves one. Someone is very good at hiding. Like, Justin says it's because I always get frustrated. It's because it makes me, I can't do puke. I just told you what it was. I can't do puke. And so Stitch, when he pukes, if he can hide it, he likes to hide it because I get anxious about it. And so when I get anxious, I tend to yell. And it's not that I'm yelling because he did something bad, which he thinks he did, but I yell because I can't do puke, and I'm like, oh my god, ew. You know, it's not like, Stitch, what did you do? I don't ever do that. So, but gosh, so yeah, he hid that blanket under the guest bed, and it had puke on it. I can't even sometimes. All right. Husband's clothes are washed. I should put in some blankets. Let's do that. I need to order some more of this. It's like probably got another month or so left in it. Don't worry, it can hold it. It can properly hold it, I should say. It gets the 5-fecta. I don't know what 5 is. Well, I can't think of what 5 would be. Anyway, I wash all my blankets, towels on Allergen. I don't know why I don't wash my clothes that way, but I definitely wash all my blankets and towels because Stitch lays on them. So does Mischief. One day we're gonna have to tackle this. Today is not that day. I also need to drag this to the bedroom. Today may be that day, but not right this moment. It's so hot. It's getting hotter. I need to plug the fan back in, I guess. Anyway, I will talk to you guys in a bit. Hopefully. If not, I don't know when. Guys, I just realized I forgot to look for saltines at Sprouts. I guess I'm gonna go brave the Dollar Tree here in a little bit. Hopefully they sell saltines, but I can at least get the other things I need, and if they don't have saltines, I guess I'll go to Publix. It's right across the street. See how much I avoid Walmart. I hate Walmart. I just hate Walmart so much. I could go, I wonder if there's a Dollar Tree down by the Winn-Dixie. I could go to Winn-Dixie. We might do that. It's a little bit of a further drive, but there is actually, if I go up to the one road, there is a Dollar Tree next to that Winn-Dixie, so we could go to that Dollar Tree, and if it doesn't have saltines, the only reason I hesitate doing that is because the other Dollar Tree is literally like a mile, probably less than a mile away from my house. So, yeah, I think we're gonna go to the one closest to the house. I'm gonna finish watching the video I'm watching, and then we'll go do that. Well, ignore my hair. I drove with the windows down. But anyway, okay, 2 things. 1, do you guys ever walk into the house and you don't have to pee until you get everything set down? Like, okay, let me just say, I came into the house, I did not have to pee, but until I walked in the house, put the bags down, and as soon as I was about to set you guys up to do this short little haul, I really had to pee. Like, I know TMI, but anyway, I just wondered if anyone else has those issues. But anyway, I went to Dollar Tree. They had everything I needed except for the frame. So apparently they either don't make certificate frames anymore, or my Dollar Tree just doesn't sell them. I really thought I was about to have to go to a different store because I could not find the crackers. Guess where it was? In the candy aisle. They have the crackers in the candy aisle. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. I walked that whole entire food section 2 or 3 times just to make sure I wasn't missing it. And then I happened to be walking to go to a different section to look for something else. And I happened to just peek down the candy aisle, and boom, a whole section of crackers, Cheez-Its, Whales, you know, all the other crackers they sell. Anyway, that being said, everything I bought was $1.25 except the crackers. Are they more expensive at other stores? I don't know, but I paid $3 for these suckers, and I don't even care. It's $3.25 to be exact. And I don't even care because it saved me from going to another store. Anyway, other things I bought baggies to put the Village Lights in. I'm gonna put them in individual bags and then put them in the basket. That way they're not getting tangled up any more than they already are. So I'd rather go and spend $1.25 on something that's going to make my life easier and can be reused over and over until the bag decides to rip, right? This was something I just wanted to get to see if it was, to see if it was big enough for what I'm wanting. I don't think so now that I'm thinking of it, because first of all, I'm probably going to be returning this. We're going to try it, but like it's not very heavy, and so I don't see how it's going to really press the tortilla. This is the tortilla press I bought. Plus, look at it. Does it not look like it's been used before? Like this I bought brand new off Amazon, but it looks like it's been used before. Tell me I'm wrong, that's fine. I could very well be wrong, but it's all scratched up like it's been used before. It shouldn't be that way, because there was a protective paper, like a wax paper on it. So not like, it wasn't sealed, it just literally had a wax paper on it between the two layers. So, but like the top part, very, very lightweight and flimsy. And then this presses right here, not in the middle, right here. So I think I'm just gonna return it and get the other one. Plus these aren't gonna work. I can already tell by looking at it. I don't know what I was thinking. This is an 8-inch press. These are 6-inch papers, which I guess could work from keeping it sticking, I guess, all the way. I don't know. Anyway, I decided I'm gonna return this. I'm just gonna get a better one. Look, even that, look, it's junk. That's what I get for buying the cheapest one I could find, 10 bucks. I should have known better. I should have known better is all I'm gonna say. Oh, and it says it's like, let me get the box because it's funny. Yeah, the original, authentic, right? Can you see what that says? Made in China. How are you the original, authentic one if you're made in China? First of all, there's no way this is the original, authentic one because it's garbage, okay? It's literal garbage. I'm gonna return it. Anyway, I bought 4 pot holders. So you guys know what it means when I buy new pot holders. The old ones go in the trash. I buy pot holders from Dollar Tree for one reason only. I use them, I wash them once they get dirty a second time, I throw them away. Because in the past, and maybe some of y'all have had better luck with them, and maybe they've changed and I'm just not gonna give them that chance, but in the past, after washing it the second time, it would always burn my hand. So I just throw them away. They're cheap enough for me, in my opinion, to just do that. You know, I get like 2 months or more out of one what are these called? One pot holder. So that's 2, 4, 6, that's like 8 months worth of pot holders. And I spent $1.25 on each of them. So I could have just bought one, but it's just easier to stock up all at once. Plus it can go in my drawer that I'm making for this side. I decided I'm going to split the towels. That way I can put cleaning rags and towels in that drawer. And then over here in one of these drawers, it's going to be pot holders and other towels for like if I need a towel on this side of the kitchen. You know, balance out, plus I have enough towels. Anyway. Now, this is where I was like, okay, I'll just buy 2 different ones because I don't know what's gonna work. This one's slightly bigger and it's round. And this one is like a rectangle. We need this for the office, and I don't know which one my husband will want to use. It's basically to put all the cords in so that they're not sitting on top of my desk, that and they're in their own little storage area. So they had one like this, that was this size, but like I could easily like squeeze that one. This one is good. Like I can't just easily squeeze it. So I figured, you know what, I'll just buy both and I can figure out something to do with the other one if it's not needed. And it was only $1.25, so it's not that big of a deal if it just ends up getting donated. I know you guys are like, you waste so much money. You're right. I can agree with you there. Anyway, I'm gonna put this piece of crap back in the box. And I'm gonna tell them it's a piece of crap. This is how it came in the box too. It wasn't wrapped, it just had that piece of paper in the middle. It's not even going back in, what the hell? How this? Okay, we're gonna have to figure this out because there's, oh, okay, there we go. I did put the beat on it, which is fine. Let's rip some of this tape off. I'm gonna return it. And next week, when we get paid, I'll buy a better one because I've already spent way too much money this week on going to just buying stuff off Amazon and grocery stores and stuff like that, so it's fine. It's fine. I also had to pay my QVC card, so you can't forget about that, especially since I just put $200 on it. It's fine. My husband knows about it, so don't think, you know, he's the one that told me to go ahead and, you'll see it when we do the office reveal. You'll see. He told me it was a good deal. I went ahead and bought them. So, Jesus Christ, I'm hot. Anyway, I am going to go sit back down. It is almost 1 o'clock. I'm hot. It's supposed to get back into the 40s later this month or maybe next week. I can't wait, guys. I know I said it's cold in Florida for Florida, but like I miss it. You guys know I would much rather, I always thought I'd much rather be warm, but there's a difference between warm and sweltering, and Florida is sweltering. So I don't recommend it if you hate really hot weather. Unfortunately, we're gonna be here for probably a very long time, so oh man, maybe not necessarily this particular part of Florida, but we're gonna be in Florida for a very long time, probably until we retire, if I'm still alive by then. I don't mean that as I'm gonna myself. I mean it as, you know, I have a bunch of health issues, so I'm liable to just go, you know, because my mom wasn't very old when she went, and I mean, her mom died young, like younger than she did. So I don't know. It's just, I have no high expectations for living a long life. I don't expect to take after my dad's mom in the living a long life aspect. I completely feel like my health is going to follow my mom's side completely because I already get every freaking problem my mom has had. So when I go to the rheumatologist, I'm almost positive they're going to diagnose me with something my mom had. Because so far, minus the back problems, because that's from the accident, and all the other random injuries I've gotten, but like type 2 diabetes, mom had it. she had, I don't know necessarily, I don't think she's ever necessarily been diagnosed with acid reflux or GERD, but I'm pretty sure she had it because she exhibited a lot of the symptoms of it. But my mom, bless her, she had rheumatoid arthritis, she had heart problems, type 2 diabetes. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. Plus cancer runs on both sides of my family. So that may take me out too, who knows. I try not to say that like rudely because my cousin is currently literally dying from cancer. And I'm just waiting for the call. Like, I'm gonna be upset about it, trust me. I'm not trying to diminish it, but we've already gotten way longer with him than we were told. So not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, he told us he was told 6 months, and here it is, February of 2025, and he's still barely hanging on from what the way my aunt is saying it. It's gonna happen soon. So he actually stopped treatment because it was actually making things worse for him, not better. Again, this is secondhand information, not from his mouth, so take that with what you will, but that's what we were told, was he stopped treatments because it was not doing him any good. Like, it was not doing what the doctors wanted it to, and it was just making him sicker. So he decided to forego treatments. And yeah, it's just really sad. Maybe I will sit down and kind of tell you a little bit of his story that I know of one day, but right now I'm not gonna do it now because we're all still hoping for like some miracle, but we just know there's not a miracle coming. Anyway, I'm gonna go sit down and I will talk to you guys in just a little bit. All right, we are in the new office. This is moving, so don't worry about that. That's moving. We have not finished in here yet. We literally got it cleaned, got the furniture pieces moved in here, and that's all we've done so far. We still need to do the wall. We're trying to decide how we want to do the shelves that I want. I'm thinking we're going to do something a little unique, and then because this is going to be like this whole room is going to be like my space, and so I'm going to bring the Disney stuff in here from our bedroom, and then there's, sorry, I got sidetracked, and some things from oh my god, what am I doing? No, I don't want that. I'm trying to get used to my new setup, so my god, what was I saying? The Disney things from our bedroom, because I want to redo like our room. That's on my list of things. Right now our room is Disney, and I love Disney, but I don't want it to be my bedroom. I want my bedroom to be more, I don't know, I don't want to say romantic, but like sophisticated maybe, I don't know, just more not Disney. I don't think I brought my other tripod in here yet, so that's why you're like that. you're propped up on, I'll show you. I'll give you a sneak peek. I had you guys leaning on this. This is my soundbar speaker thing, which needs to be centered. I think he centered it to the keyboard, not to the, oops, I'm giving you too much of a sneak peek. I think he centered it to the keyboard, not to the desk, which, you know, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of liked it that way better. There we go. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. I still have my mouse. What's that called? Mouse pad. My coaster, which everything is gonna get, like, all the wires and stuff won't be in here, but yeah. So let me flip you back. All right, so I wonder if iPhone is ever going to get to where you can flip your screen while you're recording. That would be great. Maybe the newer one has that. I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, so I'm pretty behind on them. We're planning on upgrading my phone sometime this year, just because I need more storage. So, yeah. Bro, what was I doing? I cannot talk and think. I can't do all of the things. I'm on Canva. I want to look for something that will make my life a little bit easier. So I'm wanting to, I think it was Canva that I found them on last time, which is like a to-do but calendar type thing. Most of these are just standard to-do lists. I just need to write down everything because I feel like if I had actual in my face things to do rather than just in my head, I wouldn't procrastinate so much. This is just a theory. But I swear there used to be like a calendar type thing. This is a weekly to do. I mean, I guess I could just print out a normal to-do list. I have the one, but it's not what I want. I want something that's like this one would be good. Like top priorities, appointments, today's to do, tomorrow to do. You know what? That one's not bad. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. Anyway, that one costs money, so we're not going to do that one anyway. It's a pro. I need free. Free. If it's free, it's for me. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this. I'll show you what I find. I'm wondering if I can like type in things I want to start doing daily so that it's already on there. It's not something I have to write on there all the time. So I'm going to try that too once I find one that I like. Anyway, I'll let you go. I'll show you if I figure something out. All right, so this is kind of like what I have now, which is not what I want at all. I'm wanting something like this. Let me actually see how oh no, you can't see, but see how it's weekly? That's what I'm wanting. I can't find anything like that on Canva, so I'm probably just going to order this one. It's only $72. It's only $7, and it's 52, so one for each week of the year. So it's a whole year's worth of to do, but it's also not dated, so like, see, if I forget to do it one week, I'm not wasting one. Like a planner just didn't work for me. I need something like this that doesn't have dates and you date it yourself. So, and it comes with stickers, which is awesome. So I think this is what I'm going to get for that, and it can just sit on my desktop. This is the same desk, in case you're thinking I got a new desk. This is the same desk. I want to try to find baskets for these to put like my notebooks and stuff in. Eventually I'm probably going to get a PC, like a gaming PC, or you know, one that has a lot of oomph for editing and stuff, and that will go there. I might have my brother build one for me, or I'll build it. Not me, but Justin can build it. But he doesn't really have a lot of time, so I really don't want to put that on him. Or we'd probably just buy it. I don't know yet. But the laptop, it basically has to be plugged in at all times now. It doesn't want to function properly unplugged. So it's on its last legs, basically. Anyway. Tell me why I thought today was Friday. It's only Thursday. If it was Friday, I would need to have a video for you guys. And I do have the grocery haul thing that I'm going to do. I was hoping to save that for just like a little bonus video, but it might be Friday's video. I've not done crap this week. I have not done crap. Except for talk to you guys. That's about it. Anyway, I ordered that. I found a cast iron tortilla press. I have it in my saved for later. I'm gonna do a little bit more searching and see. I also need to order our sofa covers, but I don't want to do that until closer to when we're about to have the couch cleaned. We're going to get the couch professionally cleaned because I've tried and I just can't. I'll give you another sneak peek. See this person down here? Yeah, he likes to lick himself on the couch, which I'm trying to get him to stop doing that, because when I see him do it, I tell him to stop. But the problem is I'm not awake 24/7, so he gets on there when we're sleeping and stuff like that. It's just, ooh, those have coupons right now. And they're the same price now. That's weird. Anyway, but yeah, I haven't bought them yet. I'm going to buy the covers for the couches, and I think I'm going to buy the back cushion covers as well, separate, because I don't like the full of the one I'm buying. I don't like the full thing because it's always falling down. So I think I'm just going to buy the back cushion covers separate. I don't know yet. I have to look still, see if I can find them that kind of match the color in the picture. Anyway, it's almost 4 o'clock. I haven't eaten all day, guys. Sorry. You get to see my finger for a minute. I haven't eaten all day. Like, I was not hungry until, like, now. Now I'm hungry. And it's annoying. So, what? Really? Yeah? Well, you walked away. Anyway. That's the content you wanted today. Guys. Alright, so I'm going to new project. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I'm just now getting hungry, but it's so close to dinner time that it'd be pointless for me to eat now because it's almost 4 o'clock and we usually eat around 5:30. So what? I just did this. Oh, March 3rd. Okay. I was about to say, I just resubscribed to him. I subscribed to my nephew on Twitch, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. But I use my Amazon subscription, so it's free for me, but he still gets, like a credit, I guess. He gets, like, so much money for each subscription. So, I mean, if you have a Twitch account and you don't use your free subscription, feel free to go subscribe to my nephew. Only if you have a Twitch account. He does Fortnite content. I honestly, I will, like, if it tells me, if I catch it when it pops up, I am talking and you're being very rude. When it pops up that he's online, I will usually turn it on. I don't know if it's like YouTube where he gets, like, viewer views as well, like watch hours type thing as well. So I usually will pop it on, but I put it on silent because I will just let it run in the background while I'm doing other things. But it's school time, so he's not on as much during school. During the summer, he's on all the time. But during the school year, he's not on as much. Anyway.
The living lands is fractured, both in nature and in...
I'm sorry. Ooh, I hope that wasn't loud. Just kind of looking at some of the other people I've subscribed to and see what they've been doing. Not subscribe to, but follow. I only subscribe to my nephew. Nothing. I used to follow a bunch of people that played Sims, and I just don't. I just don't anymore. I don't know. Like, I don't even have time to play Sims anymore. Boy, well, stop it. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. I need to go, like, find something. Even if it's just a little piece of candy. My stomach is like, ew. Like, you know how you get to the point where you're so hungry you feel like you're gonna vomit? That's where I'm at right now. So I am gonna go and find something to have a little snack. Okay, bye. Let's talk, let's talk about a first world problem. What do you do when a place you frequent stops carrying a drink that you always get? So, backstory. I try not to drink carbonated soda. Let me rephrase that. I try not to drink so much carbonated sodas. So usually when I go to like fast food or something like that, I will generally get a non-carbonated beverage. However, Taco Bell got rid of the pink lemonade they used to carry. And now all they have that's non-carbonated is Gatorade. And I'm sorry, but I don't like Gatorade out of the fountain. So I did what any sane person would do. That's right. I got Mountain Dew. I don't drink Mountain Dew very often anymore for two reasons. It's very high in sugar, and I try to do very, very well, I should say, on controlling my sugars. And two, is carbonated, and I'm trying to limit the amount of carbonated drinks I have, because I've realized that since I stopped drinking so much carbonated beverages, my acid reflux isn't as bad. So Taco Bell, please bring back the strawberry lemonade, because I really need something besides soda to drink, or I'm just gonna have to take a break from you guys, because I don't like your tea. Your tea's gross. I'm sorry, but your tea is disgusting. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. I went to Taco Bell for lunch, so it sounded good, and I haven't really eaten a lot the past few days because I haven't been feeling the best. Like, I've had a lot of stomach blahs. Like last night, I know you guys probably just want me to shut up and clean these days, but last night I made, what did I end up making? I made something. I know I cooked last night. I cooked actual food. Oh, tomato soup and grilled cheese. Oh my God. I made tomato soup and grilled ham and cheese for dinner last night. And I was able to get maybe a fourth of the soup down and a third of my sandwich. And that was the only thing I ate yesterday. Well, minus an apple, because I told you guys earlier I needed to go get a snack. So I had an apple for my snack. But like, other than that, that's all I had to eat yesterday. Even later on in the evening, I usually get hungry before bed. I didn't. But I also knew if I didn't eat something, my numbers were going to drop. So I had an orange before bed, and my numbers stayed fine. It was at, when I woke up, I don't have a sensor in right now because it needed to be changed, and I can't do it by myself. So I have to wait for my husband to get home for us to do the last sensor, and then we're going to be ordering an over-the-counter sensor. My doctor said should be fine since I'm just wanting to track glucose, because my insurance will not cover normal sensors because I'm not on insulin, which I'm sorry, but I'm trying to think how to word this properly. Most people on insulin are type 1 diabetics, and almost every one of the continuous glucose monitors, when I read about them, it says not to use it if you're type 1 diabetic, which, I mean, to me, I would think it would be good for type 1 diabetics. So I don't know, maybe you guys could tell me why they're not recommended for type 1 diabetics. I, for one, am irritated that the insurance company wouldn't cover them, because like I even told the nurse that was trying to help me get it covered, I was like, it's not that I can't use the regular meter, because she asked me if I just needed a meter, and I said no, I have a meter. The problem is that when I poke my fingers, they bruise, and like, you know, I only have 10 fingers, and when they're all bruised because I have to take my sugar, you know, so many times a day, at least, you know, that's what they want me to do. So I told her, I said, because they bruise, I tend to only take my sugar once or twice instead of, you know, 3 to 5 times like you guys want. And I said, that's why I would rather have a continuous glucose, because then I can just prick my finger, you know, once every few days to make sure that it's, you know, accurate. The continuous glucose monitor is accurate and not, you know, not calibrated correctly, basically. So anyway, I don't know why I felt compelled to tell you that story, but anyway, I'm gonna eat before it gets cold, watch some more YouTube, and then I'm trying to decide if I want to do one, like fold clothes, put clothes away, whatever we're gonna do, call it, or if I want to work on the kitchen. I just don't know. I have not been feeling the best, and I'm hoping that, like, being kind of blasé this week will, did I say that correctly? Did I use that term correctly? I don't even know anymore. I used to be so good at English. I was, oh my God, so good at English, like straight A's in English. Creative writing was apparently my best subject. My creative writing teacher told me I should be a writer. I contemplate starting back writing. I might. Will I ever publish a novel? I don't know, but I contemplate writing because he told me I was really good at it, because in our creative writing class, part of our, like, we had normal assignments, and then we had our big project, which our big project was to write a 10-chapter book. And the way they did that is they let us work on it at like the last so many minutes or so much of the end of the class. Our classes were an hour and a half because of the way our block scheduling worked. So I'm pretty sure it was the last half hour of class we got to work on our final project, right? So, but like all my short stories, plus they could look into our final project. And he said he's been reading mine after every chapter, like every little bit I get done. And like it had to be a minimum of 10 chapters. I had 10 chapters done before like our second month of class. So by the end of the semester, I probably written 20 chapters. So, and I basically ended the book. It was a 20 chapter book. And he told me it was really good, that I should think about sending it in, and I never did. And I don't even know where the thumb drive is for that. So if I ever come across my book, you know what I mean? Like I might have like accidentally sold it or something, like in a garage sale, or maybe I lost it and someone else found it. And so if I ever like read a book that's my book, I will know. And I'll be like, well, I won't have any way to prove it, but I will know that someone found it, someone published it, and that I actually was good enough to be published, right? Anyway, I think about writing all the time. It's just, if I do that, something else has to go. So it's going to either be I stop watching TV, I stopped making videos, I stopped cleaning my house. You know, I can only do so much in life. But maybe like if my new calendar idea works, I can schedule in like a day of writing, you know what I mean? Because I used to do that with Sims. I used to be like, okay, well, I don't have to work today, so I'm going to play Sims, because you know, you can't just sit down and play Sims for 30 minutes. No, Sims is like an all-day event. It just sucks you in, and you, next thing you know, it's time for bed and you have to work the next day and you're like, but I'm not done. But anyway, so I don't know. I might think about writing again. I'm going to think about it, because it was something that was very, it just came naturally to me. And I think a lot of it has to do with, like, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but like, I have insomnia. I know I told you that part, but like, you know that song A Million Dreams by, I know Pink sings it, but it was in the Greatest Showman movie. Well, the part where the chorus part where it's like, a million dreams inside my head basically keep me awake. Yes. And that's exactly, like, there's stories floating in my head, like things, not necessarily dreams. I do have dreams that keep me awake, but there's so many stories in my head as well that I'm like, this would be so good on paper, but like, I don't write it. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to start putting them down. And even if it's like a short story, maybe submitting it to like those places that post short stories where you can get a little bit of revenue from it. I don't know. I miss writing, because not only was it something I enjoyed, it was a little bit therapeutic, kind of like talking to you guys is therapeutic. I think a lot of, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that part with you guys, because it's private. There's one of y'all, you know who you are, that I have talked to about this particular subject, but there's just things going on, not necessarily in my personal life, but in a friend's personal life, that has really like inspired a lot in me lately, because they were also one of the people before I even took creative writing. I used to write stories and told her I wanted to write a book and stuff like that, and she was very encouraging about it. And since talking to her recently, I just started remembering like all of the good things, you know, all the good things. And so I don't know. I'll think about it. That's all I'm gonna say. I am so frustrated. You will have already seen it on short, because I'm gonna make a short after this, but like in the middle of editing, the power decided to surge. And of course my computer needed an update. So when it surged, it decided to, you know, come back, and then nothing on my computer worked. So I have to restart the computer, but because it needs an update, I can't just restart it. I have to update and restart. It is frustrating. I thought for sure I was going to get the video done. I was so close, and I almost guarantee you I'm probably going to have to start all over, because I didn't save it. I don't save it because it, for some reason, it saves it into like 50 different files on my computer instead of one, and it ends up taking space. So I never save them except for the exported. Once I get it exported, I do save them, but I save them onto my external hard drive. I don't know. I'm just frustrated right now. So, morning. All right, so we're ending this video, but I want to go over a few things and then take you on a little bit of a field trip to show you what we did this past weekend, before I start the new video. So let's talk books first. First of all, Y'all know I read on a Kindle. I've decided, I thought long and hard because I finished my one book last night, and so you guys know I have insomnia. It's not like the Up for Days type insomnia. It's a different form of insomnia, and I cannot remember the name of it to save the life of me. It was an actual diagnosis, not a self-diagnosis. I was diagnosed by a therapist a while ago. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Right, so I have insomnia, and after I finished my book last night, I was flipping, like, because it was about to die, so I knew I had to charge it. Anyway, so with the little bit of battery power, I don't let it die, so I let it get to a certain point before I plug it in. And you didn't need to know that. But so with the little bit of time I had left, I was flipping through some book options, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to do that one yet. And so, anyway, this morning I started looking through my want to read, and I said, you know what? Let's scroll all the way to the bottom, because here's the thing. I have like 100 or 200 or something like that on my want to read. Actually, I might be able to just tell you. Let me see if I can get Goodreads. I thought, oh, I already have it up. Okay. So, I have want to read. And plus, I just added some. I have 183 want to read. And like 5 of them are from one series that I started ages ago. So what I'm going to do is restart the Blue Blood series. It's by Melissa De La Cruz, or I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name, Melissa De La Cruz. Anyway, it's by her, and I'm aging myself because you could probably go back and find out when these books were written. Anyway, I started reading them when they were first coming out, and I think I got the first 3 or 4 read, and then I was waiting on the next book, and then I kind of got sucked into other books. You know how it goes, right? So I don't know if she's done with the series, but there's like 8 or 9 books in the series now. And so I'm starting all the way over, because while I do remember some parts of the series, I don't remember it all in like the proper order, if that makes sense, because it is one of those series. I read a lot of books. Buddy. Nuh-uh. Anyway, I read a lot of books. I've read a lot of books over my time. And, oh God, he made me lose my track of thought. Oh, while I remember some of them perfectly, and others, like, I remember the storyline, so to say, but I don't always remember the order in which things happen. And then there's some that I read, I enjoy in the moment, but I forget like that, because they're like not anything special. They're like I said, I read the little Hallmark movie books because sometimes you just need a quick, easy, heartwarming book. Something that's, gonna, you already know what's gonna happen in it, right? But I guess that's part of the whole easy part, because you already know what's going to happen, so you're not anticipating anything. You're not really anticipating anything, but at the same time, I don't know how to explain it. you're still interested in it, if that makes sense. Like, it's not boring you. It's like, because I like watching Hallmark movies. So to me, reading these little heartfelt books is like watching a Hallmark movie, except for, you know, you get to imagine the characters in your brain rather than seeing them on a screen. And like, especially in books where they don't describe the character really, like they don't tell you what they look like, which in a lot of these little quick Hallmark-esque books, they never really do full character descriptions. So you kind of get to decide in your mind what you think these characters look like. So anyway, that being said, I am going to start the Blue Blood series all over again. So, and I really did debate, because I debated between starting, before I even went all the way through my Goodreads want to read section, I debated starting either the Throne of Glass series or the Iron Flame series. And I opted to start with some older series that are probably already complete, because for me it's like, books for me are like TV series. I like to binge them, right? I hate waiting for the next book when I finish and I'm like, and I want to start reading the next one, right? Because here's the thing. I like to keep the storyline going, if that makes any sense, because if I read a bunch of things before the next book comes out, I feel like I have to reread. Does that make sense? Especially if it's like a book with a bunch of different characters and plots and stuff like that. I would rather just read the whole series in order. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Those of you who understand me, thanks. Anyway, that's enough for books. I want to talk to you about I showed you guys earlier, I bought it. We are doing week 1. So this is what I want to talk to you about. I need to know how you guys would feel with me not posting a video Friday, but posting it Saturday. Because here's what I would like to do. And maybe it won't be like forever. Maybe it's just to see. I would like to do like a week series. So, and I know you're thinking, once I show you this, you're going to think it's going to be very repetitive and stuff, but this is just a week 1 preliminary to try to work out kinks sort of situation. Plus there's things on here that I won't be doing every single week, right? So let me kind of explain. The way I want to do it is where I'm like, you know, I kind of like Monday, and then usually Monday, Tuesday, and Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? So it's a whole week of my daily cleaning. Now, this is not just daily cleaning. This is projects. This is all sorts of things. So every week, obviously every week I will be vacuuming, and I will be doing the dishes, and I will be doing laundry. So those things. But then there's going to be other things that I do for cleaning that you guys right now you guys don't really see. Right now, all you ever really see is laundry and kitchen, because those are the only things I focus on. The other part of this is that I'm hoping by doing these daily, like eventually I won't have to write in detail what to do. I can just put vacuum, and we know what that is, right? I can just put kitchen. We know what that is. So I'm trying to explain, but at the same time, I'm trying not to mansplain. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's first. Let me know how you feel about that. We're going to do at least a week of it. If you guys want to decide after that, because I am going to start it today. And the reason I'm saying Saturday is because I would like to finish editing it Friday night after I put the kitchen to bed, and have it ready and scheduled for Saturday, or wake up early to post it Saturday, depending on, you know, how things are during the week, right? Will depend on my editing schedule as well, because like, for example, this week there's 2 appointments. One's mine and one's my husband's. And I am going to his appointment with him. Just, it's not a I need to be in his business thing. It's a moral support thing, I guess. Nothing serious. It's nothing serious. It's just, we've been having issues with doctors in Florida in general. And I think I don't know how doctors are where you live, but when we lived in Indiana, we had really good doctors. When we lived in Jacksonville, we had a really good doctor. But it seems like since we moved back to Florida, especially since we moved to Southwest Florida, the doctors don't really want to find your issues. And that seems to be the case with my husband, because every issue he has, they don't want to look into it until he loses weight. And that just baffles me. That just baffles me. Like, are you kidding me? Like, anyway, so I'm going for moral support. I mean, he's going to our primary care. I don't know how his interaction was with her the first time, but I've never really had that bad of an interaction with her. We have the same family doctor. So anyway, let's go over this. Okay, so these are top priorities for the week. And I know what you're saying, Melissa. Why is jam and Uncrustables on there? Let me just tell you. I need to make the Uncrustables this week because I've had the bread in the refrigerator, and if I don't make the Uncrustables soon, the bread is going to eventually just go bad, and then that's a waste of money, right? Because I bought bread that I'm not going to eat. Well, I'll eat it, but I don't want to eat it because it's highly processed bread, and you guys know I've been trying really hard to cut out things like that. So I usually eat the Dave's Killer bread because it's not as processed as it's pretty clean bread, and just in my own research, obviously. But so I need to use the bread, so I need to make the Uncrustables. So now I know what you're saying is, well, why don't you just go buy jelly? Well, I've already bought all the stuff to make the jam, so I'm gonna make the jam, because otherwise I'm just going to the store, I'm buying highly processed jam just to be easy and convenient. And that's what I'm trying to avoid in my life. I'm trying to avoid having to fall back all the time on convenience. I've already bought the stuff to make the jam, so we might as well make the jam and can it, right? So that's what that's one of the top priorities. Other is I want to finish decluttering the kitchen, and another top priority is deep clean the kitchen. The reason I'm going over the priorities first is you're going to see that some of the priorities are not in the weekly list, and that's because I have no idea where I can put them yet, because Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is where I have the first top 3 the first top 3 priorities is going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But I don't want to overwhelm myself. So here's the thing is, like, for example, if I get done making jam and I can it and I get all the other things on my list done minus putting the kitchen to bed, and I still feel fine, like I feel like I have enough energy, I can always go ahead and make the Uncrustables. Or I can start with the deep cleaning part of the kitchen. So each of these, I'll pick that up in a minute. Each of the top priorities, minus the jam and the Uncrustables, will be their own video. But the declutter and the deep clean, those will be individual videos. You've already seen the declutter and cleaning of the dining room, sort of. I mean, it's not completely done because we still have stuff on the table, right? But I want to just completely finish decluttering the kitchen so we can get all that crap out of the house, right? And then I can go through and deep clean everything, because the kitchen, I don't really need to, it's not open air like the other pantry where you're going to get a huge dust collection. Obviously I'll still wipe the cabinets out, but I don't need to wipe the outsides off until we do the deep clean, if that makes sense. So for low priorities, I have put flowers in outside vase. I will show you that, what I mean by that, here in just a minute, because that's going to be on the tour part of when I show you what we did this weekend. Clean off the tables. That means the dining room table, the living room table, and the table of all collections in the world, the table out in the sunroom, because eventually the sunroom will be getting decluttered and redone. And yeah, so change chair covers and take down the snowman plate. I know take down the snowman plate is the easiest thing in the world that I could possibly do, but it's a low priority, because if I don't get to it, I'd rather get the higher priority things done first. I have to tell you, I am recording this Monday morning. It's the outro for the video you're seeing, right? And I'm about to start recording 2 more videos at one time. And I was able to do this because I basically deleted a bunch of stuff off the computer to make space. And I have to do that because I only have so much space on my phone. Until I get a new phone, I need to prioritize the computer. And so, like, the declutter I need to finish so it will probably be not this Wednesday's video, because that's the video you're seeing now, but the following Wednesday's video, and then I'll do my week of on Saturday. So here's the thing, when I'm telling you about all these side videos, like obviously the declutters, the cleaning type videos will, like the deep cleaning, the decluttering, all those fun videos, I say fun, will always be, as of now, Wednesdays. And then I want to do my weekend for Saturdays. And then, like, when I have like my jam video, like any canning projects, those are going to be extra. And once they get edited, I will schedule them. So they will not be consistent, but they will always be posted the same day of the week, which I'm thinking will be Monday, or yeah, will probably be posted Mondays. When I have the special videos, I will just schedule them for a Monday. That makes more sense to me. That way my videos aren't back to back to back to back. But those are going to be like just fun extra videos. They're not going to be videos that I put a lot of pressure on myself to get up by a certain time. I would rather focus on my normal videos and have those as bonus videos, so edit them when I have a little bit of extra time. This week, as you can see, it may look like I'm going to have a lot of extra time, and I very well may. I just don't know how I'm going to feel this week because I'm still very sore from this weekend. And so the fact that I am planning on decluttering and organizing the kitchen is going to be a feat in itself. On top of all the daily things I need to do for my week in the life video. If it makes any sense to you at all, let me know. If not, I'm sorry. Anyway, so let me just kind of go through the weeks. So today we have vacuum floors and sofa and floors. Vacuum, sofa and floors is on there every single day except Saturday and Sunday. And that's because I could do it on Saturday and Sunday. I'm just not going to prioritize it on those days. I'm not going to make it a requirement on those days. Whereas like Monday through Friday, I want to prioritize keeping the floors at least vacuumed. Also on Monday, declutter and organize the kitchen. We have laundry. Laundry for this week is on there 3 times. And laundry will continue to be on there multiple times until, I'm going to set that down for a moment, until one, the laundry is why can't I talk? Laundry's going to be on there multiple times until laundry is completely caught up. And I don't mean just clothes. I mean blankets, towels, anything else that needs to be washed is done, folded, and put properly away. So on the days, like today, I don't need to actually wash the laundry. I just need to fold and put it away because I already have a basket full of laundry. But come Wednesday, I need to wash, fold, and put away the clothes because that's what I mean on laundry days. And then Friday, I think because I have a doctor's appointment that day in the middle of the afternoon, I'm going to make it easy on myself and prioritize the blankets and stuff that are already washed and out there that just need to be folded and put away. Now, with the blankets and towels though, I think what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have to make piles on the guest bed for now, because one of the things on my list is to do this hallway closet again. I'm going to declutter games and stuff like that we just do not play or can't play without multiple people. And I don't know why I thought my family was going to visit me more. Like, I guess I just figured, you know, I live in Florida, I have a pool, of course my family's going to come visit me. And, you know, I see the privilege I just spoke. But I can tell you, my house, rent-wise, is cheaper than a lot of homes around here that don't have a pool. Our landlord is just a really nice guy, and he doesn't price gouge rent, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, I think the rent's too expensive anyway, but if you compare it to what's in the area, it's really not so bad. It's actually pretty cheap and affordable. So anyway, that's my plan. You guys see, I get off on my tangents sometimes. Okay. So laundry, I have to do my shot today. Now here's the thing, because you're going to see shot on here twice. I only do 1 shot a week, but I started my shot on Tuesday, and I would like to do my shots Sunday. So this week, instead of doing it Tuesday, I moved it to Monday. So I'm going to do it today. And then instead of doing it the following Monday, I'm going to do it Sunday. So that it's now on Sundays, because I don't like doing a shot in the middle of the week where I have to be the sole person to remember. If I have it on the weekend, I will have my husband that can help remind me, because I am a very forgetful person, very forgetful. I honestly need to get my pill thing back out and fill the pills, because I am so forgetful. Like, I need to know if I took my pills that day or not. You know what I mean? And sometimes I'm thinking, did I take my pills? And I don't want to overtake pills, so I just won't take them if I didn't take them. Does that make sense? Anyway, I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm making this so long. I'm sorry, guys. Tuesday, I'm going to try to go through it faster. Tuesday, same thing, vacuum floors and sofa. Edit a video, because I post on Wednesday, and I am really honestly tired of editing the day I post, because it's a lot. It takes up the whole day for me, and I can't really get anything done when I'm not able to take a break from the editing part. Like, at least here, what I plan on doing is I have make jam and can it that day. So I plan to make the jam, and while it's canning, I will work on editing. When it's done canning and I take it out, I will go back to editing. If I need a break from that, I'll go break down the boxes, because breakdown boxes is on the list, because Tuesdays we take the trash out at nighttime for Wednesday pickup. And then Justin has a doctor's appointment that morning that I'll be going to with him. And then put the kitchen to bed is at the bottom of every single day, including Saturday and Sunday, because you guys know that in the past, I refuse to do anything in the kitchen on the weekends, because I want to prioritize time with my husband. Well, when my husband goes to bed, I can just go put the kitchen to sleep and then be done with my day at that point. You know, after I put the kitchen to bed, it's a matter of if I want to go to bed and read, or if I want to sit on the couch and watch some YouTube, or if I want to sit on the couch and read, you know. So it's part of my, I guess we're going to call it my unwinding, is putting the kitchen to bed. Plus, I feel like it'll be less overwhelming. And I know you guys are sitting here thinking, if you're putting the kitchen to bed every single day, we're never going to get a really long kitchen video where people can call you lazy and judge you. And you're right. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I'm trying to start healthier habits, getting in more of a routine, because I feel like even on the days I don't feel good, I want at least, so for example, let's just use today as an example. If I didn't feel good, right, I would want to still at least vacuum sofa and floors, the laundry, and put the kitchen to bed. And then obviously I have to do my shot, but I could postpone decluttering the kitchen to, let's say, Wednesday. So I would just take this and move it to a day that's less busy if I didn't feel good. Like, if I truly didn't feel good, but I want to get into the habit of still doing the very basics on a daily basis, even if I don't feel good. And I know that sounds horrible. Like, obviously, if I have a 100-degree fever and I can barely get out of bed, those aren't going to be important to me. But if it's just I am having stomach issues, or I have a little head cold or anything like that, I want to still do these. And then between doing the dailies, I'll rest, because the problem is when I get sick, and I say sick because obviously my tummy issues are still a sickness. It's an issue of my health. And so that being said, I'm just saying, if I'm not bedridden sick, I want to do the daily tasks. So anyway, Wednesday we have the same old breakdown boxes, laundry, kitchen to bed, but I also have make Uncrustables. And like I said, if I have time Tuesday, I want to make them Tuesday, and then that opens up to do some of these other things like deep clean the kitchen or some of the lower priority things. Now, here's the thing. Declutter the kitchen. I definitely do want to, not declutter, deep clean the kitchen. I know I said I didn't have it written over here, but it is top priority, so it's something I still want to get done. The reason I didn't write it is because I don't know if I'm going to be able to start it on Wednesday yet, or if we're going to start it on Thursday. But I won't have time Friday at all. And then Saturday, as you see, we're starting our fence project. We're putting a fence up. And I know you guys are thinking, don't you rent? Obviously, yes. But I know a guy, and we pretty much got a fence for free. So I said pretty much. Pretty much. So we're putting a fence up. The landlord said we could, and so we're going to. Will it be the nicest fence in the world? Probably not, because we're basically taking scraps and putting a fence up. And I'm doing this for two reasons. One, I'm tired of Stitch trying to get to the neighbor's house because one, they have the twoest, yappiest dogs in the world. Where was it? One, they have the yappiest dogs in the world, and two, they leave their windows open and he can see them, and when they're in the rooms, and he constantly barks. He does not like people. You guys know this. So we want to put a fence up to basically block that. But we want to finish both sides off because we would like to be able to keep him where he can like run free. Right now he is on a tie out. Granted, it's a really long tie out, like 50 foot, 100 foot, something like that. It's a really long tie out. Like he can get to the one door all the way to the other side of the yard to that door. So he has pretty much full range of the backyard now. So that part doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that not everything is built to last, and I'm just afraid that I'm not afraid of him pulling the 2x4 out of the ground. I'm more afraid of the tie out, because it's I don't know what it is, like a cable. I'm afraid of that breaking when he sees someone walking on the street and me having to hope he listens to me again. So anyway, where was I? That's basically it for the week. And obviously this is our daily tasks, and you'll see them quite regularly. I do want to add to my habit tracker. Oh yeah, you'll see here I put vacuum and put the kitchen to bed on here as well. I'm trying to decide where I would rather have it. If I would rather have it down here and just check it off. I know this is meant for like healthy habits, like wash your hair, brush your teeth, drink water. But I'm trying to get in the habit of these things right now, so I'm just trying to decide where I want them. Obviously, I don't have anything on follow-up since this is the first week. of doing this, and then there's also a note section over here. But anyway, I want to add read 30 minutes a day to my habit tracker because I want to prioritize reading at least 30 minutes a day. So I'm going to put at least 30 minutes a day. And obviously I would hope to read more than that, but minimum, because there's some days, like right now, there's some days I don't read at all. Like I just don't pick up the book. I just play on my phone or watch TV, and I want to get out of that habit, right? I want to get out of that habit. I want to get in the habit of reading more. Less TV, less screen time, more reading. And I know that sounds silly because this is literally a screen. I need to know the people that prioritize cutting their screen time down, do they count their Kindle as screen time? Because this is still a screen. Granted, it's not like I have the, like it's, I have it like on the lowest, well no I don't. I have it on the highest brightness, but like, I don't know, that still looks just like a book to me, I guess you could say. It's not overly bright, and I don't know. So I don't know if I would consider it screen time or not. I'm not prioritizing my screen time anyway because I record from my phone, and my phone is ranking up screen time as we speak now. So anyway, let me shut up so that, you know, we're not, this video is already gonna be an hour, probably over that. I need a drink of my Monster. Also, this stuff, the wreath is staying. I've already decided that. I know it says Merry Christmas on the bow, but I absolutely love my penguin wreath, and it's gonna stay up all year. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But the houses, these were my mom's, and I'm not getting rid of them. I just don't know where I'm gonna put them yet. They're probably gonna go up on top of the entertainment center. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to take you guys on a quick tour of things we did this weekend, and then I'm going to drink some more of my Monster, and then we're going to get to really cleaning. I have to, it's going to be a little different today. Well, I'll tell you in the next video. Let me give you the tour. All right, hopefully you can hear me and hopefully you can see. So I bought these off QVC because the bush part, because I've not been able to find exactly what I want anywhere for less than $100, and I refuse to spend that much money on anything that goes outdoors here in Florida because we get really strong winds, especially during hurricane season. And I know what you're saying, just take the crap in. No, I'm not doing that. But anyway, so I bought flowers from the Dollar Tree, obviously, that I'm going to stick in the bush part. We put mulch around to kind of finish off and hide the concrete. But, so we bought flowers from the Dollar Tree to, you like my sign? It contradicts that one. Anyway, so that's the plan, is to put some flowers in there, kind of spruce it up for spring. And then during the summertime, I'm either going to get some like red, white, and blue-ish flowers, or I don't know, I'll figure something out. But I'll show you, let me go inside. Ignore the mess, I still gotta clean, but, and it's dark in here, I'm sorry. but I bought these. Ouch! I bought these to put in for Easter. There's 2 packs. I got them off of Temu. And I actually bought these before I decided on the bush things. I was still looking for spears, and I was going to put them in the spears, but now that. Anyway, my tulips fell, and these ones are still going strong. But does anyone know why these are like, I'm telling you, I'm a plant killer. I don't know anything about plants. I just try my bestest. Anyway, let's go out back. All right, I don't know if you guys remember how the back patio looked. I need to get in the habit of putting this over here. Anyway, we hung that up for that. Anyway, so if you remember, I'm about to show you. Actually, I'll just show you and tell you. So we moved the table over here. Some of the cushions fell. It was windy last night. We not power wash. We washed everything with 30-second cleaner. It's nice and white and clean, including the walls, even though that looks dirty still. But in person, it doesn't look dirty, which is weird. Anyway, so the table used to be here, and the grills used to be on that wall, right? Let me zoom out. Anyway, so we moved the grill. This is the Blackstone. Obviously, you can read that. And then the grill and smoker around the corner. And then if you move over here, we brought one of the wicker chairs down here. I think eventually both are going to be here in this area because I want to get a circle bed type thing to put out there so that they're somewhere comfortable to kind of lounge. Well, this is comfortable as well, but I can't really see all of the pool. And so, so when Stitch is outside swimming, I would like to have something comfortable to sit, read with him. All right, so eventually I think both these chairs, I want to paint them. They're ugly. We know this. I want to paint them. And I think I'm going to paint them something that matches this rug. This rug was cheap. We got it on Amazon. So I don't want to paint it the blue. But I was thinking like a coral color or maybe even, I don't know. Originally we were going to paint it like tropical colors. But, you know. Or I could paint it obviously green because we know right now I'm all about the green. But the problem is the green, does the green even match the blue? I don't know. This plant stand will probably move over here somewhere. I haven't decided yet. We still have to buy flowers, but they weren't on sale. Anyway, flip you around. Ignore the net. We had to fish the robot vacuum out. We were trying to get it somewhat picked up so it wasn't so bad for the pool guy because a lot of rocks and stuff got blown into the pool when we were cleaning. Anyway, so as you see, we cleaned everything. We threw all the inflatable stuff away because we don't use it. And Stitch's toys, I need to replace the one because it's just not good. And then I don't know if you can see, ignore the dirtiness. That it's not dirty, it's stained. It was like that when we moved in here because, well, I don't know why, but it was stained when we moved in here. It definitely needs to be drained and repainted, but it's not my house, so I'm not doing it. No sir. He wants to go so bad, but it's so cold outside. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. And then like this part's still open. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but like I guess my husband found a dead bird in one of the chairs. It's because they come in right there and then they can't get out because of the screen. They can't seem to find their way back. But now there's holes in a lot of the screens from where they poke. No, sir. Anyway. And then obviously we have that's our extra filter, so that you guys aren't freaking out thinking we're running this without a filter. Come on. Anyway, so that's the outside. Or like I said, we're going to be putting a fence up right around here, and then my garden, you can't see it, but it's going to be moving to this concrete pad here. I have a green stalk inside. This is still going to stay here because this is for my flowers and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I want these flowers to stay in here, I might move this plant stand into the garden area so that there's something. Well, no, will that distract the bees from pollinating my strawberries and stuff though? I don't know. Anyway, also there's trash in my yard, and I don't know, I'm whispering this now, I don't know if it's one of the neighbors throwing it in the way or if someone's throwing it off on the street and it's blowing back in here. But there's also like part of a dog bowl in the yard that we don't use, so like we don't use that kind of crap. So I think when we get the fence up, we'll know for sure, because we'll obviously pick up the trash. But like, yeah. Anyway, we also mowed the yard. Well, I mowed the yard. My husband weed eated. That's usually how we do it. He gets the harder of the two jobs. I secretly think he bought the riding lawnmower so I would help him, because I can't do the push. I can push the push mower, but like physically it like really, really hurts me. So, I don't do it. Anyway, let's go, buddy. Oh, sorry. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, this is one of the rooms we'll be working on. As you can see, it's the table of all collections. But anyway, there's my green stalk. So that'll be outside soon, I hope. We need to get dirt. We're getting another cold front, which is why I've not yet worried about it, because obviously, I have a feeling strawberry season is going to be late here this year because of all the cold we've been getting. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, mess. Anyway, guys, I know this is another long video, and I promise, I know you guys like the long videos. I know. But it still gives me like heart palpitations thinking I'm making someone mad out in the universe. Like my husband wasn't mad, but he's like, he came home that one day I had the 2-hour video, and he's like, 2-hour video, damn it. Because he tends to like watch them on his drive home, and then because I only post twice a week, so like it takes him maybe 20-30 minutes to get home, and so he watches that, and then he'll watch the rest either later that day or the next day. So I don't know, I guess 2 hours takes up the whole week. I don't know. Also, I know we're making this longer, but also I did the thing. I looked at my analytics, and I was surprised, guys. There are majority of my views. I have 290, I think it was 290 subscribers that are reoccurring watchers, which is great. I love you guys. But then I found out that I forget the percentage. They gave a percentage, but it was like over 50% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. And I just got to tell you guys, I always at the end say, if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Really, if you truly do enjoy my videos, please just subscribe. I'm really trying my hardest to reach my goal of 700 friends by the end of the year. And we're pretty close. We're over 600 now. So I know that sounds sad because you're like, that's not pretty close. If you're just a little over 100, you still have almost 100 to go. But it's progress, guys. It's progress. It's progress. And guys, I'm so thankful for all of y'all because it's progress. But then I also looked at like the whole monetization thing, and like, because someone said you can get monetized by doing your shorts. You had to post 10 million shorts plus have 1,000 subscribers. I don't like posting shorts. I will never post 10 million shorts in a year, like, because you have a year to do that and then everything resets. So like, the only thing that doesn't reset is your subscriber count. So, but like watch hours and everything, like last year I was like 1,000 watch hours away at the end of the year. I did check that at the end of the year. I didn't notice the shorts thing last year though when I checked, but I was checking my watch hours because I knew I wasn't going to get it because I wasn't even close to 1,000 subscribers, right? But I just was curious about the watch hours because I wanted to see if it was on, because someone said, oh, they don't reset it, it's ongoing. No, they reset it. They reset it at the beginning of the year because my watch hours now are way higher than they were at the beginning of last year. Like, so I definitely can see the analytics. And then someone also, this is why I just don't trust things, because another person I watch that don't trust the analytics, it's just something that YouTube puts out there to like try to try to motivate people. I don't care about the numbers per se. Like, I do, but I don't. Like, I definitely love having more of you watching. It just honestly did surprise me that there's over 50% of you that watch normally that don't subscribe, because I don't know. If you subscribe, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. My arm's hurting. I'm not a vlogger anymore. I need to get a gimbal. I really do need to get, obviously it doesn't need to be name brand, but I need to get something I can just hold instead of trying to hold the camera and constantly like putting my hand in the way, you know. So I want to go ahead and let you guys go. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. If you think I'm gonna fall off the cleaning habit thing, you can just go ahead and say yes. I won't be offended. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.